Joined then by Tristan Lewis, joint caretaker, manager stroke coach, after the 4-0 win over Oxford City, and all's well that ends well in the end. Tristan, that's a decent second half performance.
Yeah, I thought first half it was a bit of a scrappy game. You know, both teams maybe had a struggle with the period of time off, but we said to them at half time, we've got to be patient. We know our quality will come through, and I thought the second half was outstanding from all of them. The work rate, we scored some good goals, and in fairness we probably could have had a couple more.
First half, did you think it was a bit bitty? Was that players getting back into it after a couple of weeks off?
Yeah, I think so. You know, they had an extra body in midfield at times, and we found it hard to win second balls, but once we tried to combat that at half time, I think it made a big impact. But you know, I think as well, the performance against Bromley was a really, really good one. So to get back to that level isn't going to be easy. And I think, as I said, we had to be patient. And the boys, the quality came through. But the most pleasing thing was the work rate. It was outstanding throughout. And you know, maybe a little bit critical at half time, but you know, you've got to believe in your players. And certainly, I think they showed everybody how strong they are in the second half.
Would you say there was a couple of misses in that first half that you maybe be critical of? But
yeah,
there was also a great free kick by Adam Coombs, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, we all thought it was in. I think he thought it was in, and in fairness, it was a fantastic save from the goalkeeper. I didn't see his one in the second half, so I was talking to Jamie about him coming on. So, you know, listen, we all know his ability. He's a great lad. He works hard, and I think the most important thing with him is he's a team player. You know, and it is a team effort at the minute, and that's getting us the results.
Was the first goal always going to be the most important today?
I think so. I think, you know, listen, we're not stupid. We know we're still in the bottom reaches of the table. So we said at half time, the minimum we're going to take is a clean sheet, because, like I said, we trust the players and believe in them, and that first goal is always going to be so important, especially when you're at home. And I think, you know, listen, there's been a lot of changes at the club, but it does breed confidence when you get that first goal, and I think that showed in what the boys went on to do after we scored that.
Yeah, obviously your coaching's paid off with Danny Waldron, because the second goal is a goal and a half that he scored, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. I said to him at the end, it's one of the best goals I've ever seen live at a game. In fairness, I've seen him do a couple in training. I think Danny's a better technician than what people give him credit for, and I'm so pleased for him, because I thought against Bromley he was absolutely magnificent, and he's followed it up again today with incredible work rate and a real leader, and a top lad, and somebody that you know the club's got to be proud to have.
How difficult a goal is that to score, and how good's the technique that he's shown?
Well, I think if it was scored in the Premier League today, it'd be on all the media channels all day tomorrow. So, you know, hopefully he gets a little bit of traction for it, because it was an incredible goal and something that you've got to have some serious ability to do. You know, and I think he enjoyed his celebration, and the lads certainly did, and we did on the bench, because ultimately, not only was it a great goal, it was such an important goal in the game. So, you know, credit for him for that, but it was a massive pivotal moment in the game as well.
Was one of the pleasing aspects also that the first three goals were not scored by Adam Coombs?
Yeah, you know, as I said, it's a team effort, and that goes off the pitch as well. You know, Mark's had a big impact in the last two games as well, which people might not know. He did a fantastic speech before the game at Bromley, which, you know, galvanised all of us, I think. And even today, his presence around, I think it's important for all of us to remember that he's a manager that's won this league, and he deserves massive credit for putting this group of players together. I actually said to Harry at training on Thursday, we have got a very, very talented group, and if we can get the work rate, the desire and the attitude right, you know, there's no reason why they can't keep winning games.
We saw at half time you and Mark and Harry all in discussion once the teams had gone off. Was that Mark telling you what he wanted, or was that you telling Mark what you wanted?
No, it's as I said, it's a team thing. I think what's important at the moment is a team effort on the pitch, and there's a team effort off the pitch, and if you put all that together, you hopefully have a product that, you know, comes to fruition. But we were just talking about how we might be able to combat their domination of the second ball, and you know, we all throw our ideas in, and then you come up with a solution. You're better to have more options on the table to discuss it, and I think, you know, mine and Harry's relationship is very much like that, and Mark's a massive contributor to that process, and for me to learn off him and the experience he's had, it is an important thing as well. Me and Harry are both, you know, well, not too young, but young enough to be humble enough to learn off someone like Mark, and to have his input. You know, also he knows the players better than I do. I've been here, you know, nearly a month, but Harry and Mark know the players better than I, so it's a team effort, everybody at the club, and I think that's the way you build a club, not just a team, and I think that's something we've got to try and do.
Tuesday night away to St Albans, how much of a test is that going to be?
Yeah, big one. You know, they've got some fantastic players. I know they think we got beat today. It's a big pitch, and obviously after the effort the lads have put in today, it's going to be a test, but after watching that second half, I don't think we should fear anybody. So you've got to look forward to it.
Sean Francis likely to be fit?
Yeah, that was a bit of a precaution. He felt it a little bit at half time, but with the game still, touch and go, he put in a proper captain's performance. But I don't think his hamstring's gone. He's just felt it a bit tight. So, it was a precautionary run, and we'll see how he reacts tomorrow. But Danny filled in, and as I said, was magnificent at centre half as much as he was in midfield.
Obviously, busy week for you. Got the St Albans game Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about Wednesday when you've got one of your academy sessions.
Yeah, so I think a club like this, as I said, we're trying to build a club, not just a team. And any club that can go places needs to develop their own players. It's something that I've got experience of doing. I worked at Reading for 8 years and saw some great players come through, and the club's got a fantastic catchment, and if we can put an academy here that can develop players and give that real feel that young players for the area, this is a club that they should look at going. We've got some big clubs locally, the Millwalls, the Charltons, that maybe if lads are released from those places, somewhere like this is a place where they can earn a career. If you look at the first team, a lot of our lads have played in the league and had experience. So from our point of view, if we can have a structure where young players can come through, be part of the first team squad and develop, it's a great platform for them, and hopefully we can see some of our own players come through in the future.
So what is it on Wednesday? Where is it? And what do the youngsters need to do?
So from our point of view, on Wednesday it's like an information evening, so it's important for young players and parents. They're welcome to come along. It's 7 o'clock here at the club. We'll tell them what our plans are, and then over the half-term week we've got the trial itself on the pitch. So Wednesday night, 7 o'clock here, they can go on unitedselect.co.uk to register their interest, so we get the details. We've had a good response so far, but the more players you have respond to it, you can be a bit selective, so hopefully we'll have some really talented young ones come, and I'm looking forward to it because I think there's a real good feel around the place at the moment, and it's a football club that deserves a proper structure and people to feel proud of it, young players and the first team players. And I think from today you can see that the players are proud to play for the club. I'm certainly proud to be here, and we've just got to keep trying to move forward together.
Thanks for your time, Tristan, and
welcome.
Good luck Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thank you.